Hey guys, VR&R back today, and today we're going to be getting on a pretty exciting video. We've got this 1999 Yamaha VMAX SX 600 triple two-stroke that I bought maybe a year and a half ago. Pretty much sight unseen. I had the guy drop it off at my house for 500 bucks, and he told me it ran. I fiddled around with it last year. I put a new seat cover on it, and there's issues with the track. The track is completely locked up. So we're going to go ahead and get into this, and we're going to be bringing this thing back to life. It's been sitting in my backyard all summer. And here I'm going to show you guys some close-up pictures, and we'll get right to it. Here she is, guys. These are pretty nice snowmobiles. It's got, I don't know if you can see that. It's got 4,600 miles on it. And as you can see, there's that new seat cover. It's pretty crusty now. It'll clean up nice though. I still got to put the taillight and stuff on. I have the parts in the house, but as you can see, that these tools were just covered up. They were laying there all summer. So I got a new hammer and a new funnel. But as you can see, the animals have made this their new home. She's pretty crusty. It's got the blacked out racing windshield on it. It's got half decent skis on it. And skags are half decent too. And track is pretty meaty. It's got some pull-outs, sadly, because somebody studded it, but it's pretty meaty. But as I said earlier, it does not spin. It's completely locked up. It was a fight for me to get this thing on the trailer. So here, let me show you guys the powerhouse. Oh. Yeah, like I said, triple. I think it's either a 500 or a 600. 600. So these things are pretty powerful. So we're gonna see if this thing will run. I don't even want to try and turn it over. It's been sitting dry, and I don't know what might be in here, seeing as this is all right here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and probably for this video, I'm just gonna get this thing cleaned up. I'm gonna do a cleanup video on it and see how clean we get this thing. I don't like working on stuff that's nasty and covered in whatever that black stuff is. So yeah, let's get it set up and we'll clean this thing up. Alright guys, after about 10-15 minutes of cleaning, I'd say she's cleaning up pretty good. Pretty good. Gotta get that taillight installed and other stuff, but I tell you what, on the outside she's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with the cleaning. I'm gonna polish up this hood and see how nice I can get this thing looking. It already looks half decent, but I'm gonna see if I can get, there's some staining on some of this decals. I'm gonna see if I can get it off, and a little bit more. It's just faded paint. So let's go ahead and get my buffer and some wax out and see what we can do to this thing. Well, I meant to film it, but I buffed one side. Is there a noticeable difference? I think so. It's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but there is a ton of just scratches and shit in this paint. I mean, some of them aren't going to come back, but gosh, looks pretty good for a sled that doesn't run or drive. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this other side and attempt to try to film it, and we'll see how it looks completely done. Alright guys, got the polish all done. I'd say she cleaned up pretty good. She's pretty, I mean, it ain't perfect. I mean, she's 20 years old, 20 something years old, but she is much shinier, much shinier. I'd say she looks pretty good. Now we just got to get it running and driving. Well, alright guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap up today's video. Just a basic showing you guys what we're going to be working on. This is going to be part one. Just wanted to get it all cleaned up, and I think it cleaned up pretty nice. I think there's a big difference. So this is going to go ahead and end this video here, and I hope you guys have a good night. Like, comment, and subscribe, and be ready for part two. We get this thing running.